Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson. This is my cat Tack. And today we're going to be reviewing my number 2 pick on my top 10 comic book list, and that is the 2017 movie Logan. Now, it was a struggle with my number 1 pick and this movie because this is one of the best comic book movies ever made. But my number 1 pick is the best comic book movie ever made, in my opinion, for different reasons than this one is. And for the reasons that I will state in that video, you'll see what I'm talking about. But this movie is just one of my all-time favorite movies of all time. I mean, this is a wonderfully made movie. It has actually been nominated for Best Screenplay. And this is comic book history, and you know that is pretty much right under best movie. You know, your screenplay is your movie. You know, and I wish it would at least got nominated for best picture, but we're getting there. We're getting there. You know, slowly and slowly we're getting these awards and nominations, and we're getting recognized for the stories that we have been talking about for ages. You know, it's just time for these movies to get their due, and they're getting it. I was disappointed that Patrick Stewart didn't get nominated for Best Supporting Actor, you know, because this is his best supporting acting role ever. I mean, the performances in this movie, and Daphne Keane, for her breakout performance, is amazing. And they're kind of floating around the idea of doing an X-23 movie to, you know, carry on the story of Logan with, you know, Daphne Keene's character of X-23, which I would love to see. But now that Disney and Fox are, you know, doing this deal, which it won't be finalized for another year or maybe even 18 months, is usually how these deals go down. How long it takes for them to say, hey, we're making this deal, and then 18 months later, then the deal is done. A lot of logistics going on with Fox and Disney right now, but I hope Disney gets everything. And you know, some people don't like the idea of, you know, them just monopolizing all these properties and stuff, but I think it's a great idea. You know, they always do things right. You know, are there some, you know, movies or series and stuff, just stuff in general that Disney does that's, you know, kind of there's a little bit of that, but they overall do a great job with everything. But anyway, Logan, this movie is awesome. Finally, my Wolverine, the first rated R Wolverine, I get to see it, and it is awesome. I mean, the first 5 minutes kick off with him just straight stabbing people in the head through their skull. I mean, that is what Wolverine does, and Wolverine is my favorite comic book character of all time. And this is why, because I love it when he rages out, and because he should not be messed with. You know, he's one of those guys that'll just leave you alone if you leave him alone, or his friends alone, or family alone. You know, if you just leave him alone, he'll be okay, and you will not die. But if you start messing with him and start running your mouth, you might get 3 claws through the skull. But and when I was in the theater, I remember the first time I saw it. You know, I was just amazed at the first 10 minutes, and I was like, oh my gosh, I hope the whole movie is like this. And then it was. But even, you know, besides Hugh Jackman's performance as Wolverine, I mean, Patrick Stewart's performance as Xavier, and as the old, you know, hurt Xavier, you know, the one that's getting, you know, he's having mind problems. The most powerful mind in the world is having mind problems, you know, and you don't want that. And he portrays it with such, you know, oomph. I mean, it's just so real. This movie is so real. It's like a Western. And I'm not a big fan of Westerns. There are some Westerns that I do love, but I'm not a huge fan for them. I don't, you know, go out looking for them. But this movie it's straight up comic book Western. It feels that way. It looks that way. That's why, another reason why I love this movie is because it's well directed. It's well shot. You know, but besides all the performances, I mean, just the camera angles, the editing, I mean, everything in this movie is brilliant. You know, I can't think of anything I do not like about this movie. I've seen it 5 more times already, and every time gets better and better. Me and Ridgely just watched it just a few weeks ago, and I mean, just awesome. We love that movie. She loves that movie. And, you know, we're just big fans of Wolverine. At least I am. You know, she's a big Star Wars nut, and I am too, but she's even more than I am, and I love that about her. But anyway, that being said, Logan is my number 2, but it's actually a number 1 for me. And like I've stated before, this top 10 comic book list, all these movies are 10s out of 10s for me. And so be looking forward to number 1 coming out tomorrow. But Logan, if you have not seen it, and I've seen the black and white version too, and you know, that was good, but I think it's better in color. But the black and white version is just as good. It's a different style, you know, it looks different, it feels different because it is black and white, but I still think that the color version is a better movie. So if you want my choice of picks, watch the color version. But anyway, that being said, guys, and I do have posted in my movie reviews, Logan was one of my first movies I reviewed on this channel, so you can go back and check out that video if you'd like, or you can have this one. But what do you think of Logan? Have you seen it? Are you gonna see it? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel, and as always, make yourself happy every day, guys, and the only way to do that is to remember, the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!